back to another episode of
We Are the Senate,
a Clone Wars breakdown where we'll watch and discuss a new Clone Wars episode every week. This week we'll be watching Clone Wars Season 1, Episode 15, Trespass. And we hope you enjoy the show as much as we do.
Thanks for tuning in, and this is where the fun begins.
For those of you who haven't seen this Clone Wars episode in a while, we have a synopsis for you.
While investigating the disappearance of a clone security force, Anakin and Obi-Wan get caught in the middle of escalating conflict between the furry territorial inhabitants of a desolate ice world and the greedy representatives of a nearby moon.
Yeah, so this is the first episode where Senator Chuchi comes into Clone Wars. It's also a very different environment for Season 1 of Clone Wars because it's an ice planet. And the story here is very interesting.
Yeah.
So they're arriving at this planet to investigate the disappearing clones. So let's dive right in.
General Kenobi, Chairman Cho, Senator Chuchi, I suggest you wait here until we can secure the area.
Why do they
I
look so
respect your
cute?
judgment, General Kenobi, but I will come
I
where I
love
choose.
Chuchi.
This is sovereign Pantora territory. I thought this planet was uninhabited, and therefore it's not alive. Our moon of Pantora is the only civilization in this system. I'm the one who asked the Senate to protect this planet. This wasteland belongs to us.
He's
With
very
all due respect,
direct,
Chairman, this
kind
is
of a
the
little
Senate
desert.
decide, not
I didn't
us.
really like that.
But the Jedi report to the Senate, which is Senator Chuchi of Pantora.
Technically speaking, Master Jedi, the chairman is correct. Since the planet is
She sounds
uninhabited,
like
the
a
moon of
mega
Pantora
robot.
reserves the right to continue as its protectorate.
Point
She's so
taken,
much
Senator. Anakin, stay here with the Senator and the droids while we secure the base.
Oh, it's a little wet hat
Dude, the little hats are actually really cute.
How come though that species isn't like freezing? Not species.
Pantora?
Why do I call them a species?
Well, that's what they are.
Oh, okay.
I think Pantora. Yeah, Pantora probably isn't like a warm planet either. Could be wrong. I don't know if you ever go to Pantora.
Maybe they're just built for ice.
Maybe.
Planets.
It kind of foreshadows this episode if you know what happens and remember it. But the representative, or the chairman, he is quite direct, a little forceful. Of course, they're just investigating disappearing clones.
Yeah.
But he's already establishing that this is his planet and Pantora's planet. And it's an interesting character, like, you know, the greedy, like, ruler that you do see a lot in Clone Wars.
Yeah.
But
I though think that he's a little annoying. Comment down below what you think.
I mean, yeah. But Senator Chuchi's a nice balance. She's actually very fair, and in the Bad Batch Season 2, you get more Senator Chuchi, and she's standing up for the clones. So she's a really good and like loyal senator, which is a nice balance to the chairman.
She's much like Padme.
A lot like Padme.
She is like Padme.
It explains why she's friends with Ahsoka a little bit. Isn't she with Ahsoka?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do get a
Yeah.
episode of that.
But you get to see the divide between them in her and the chairman in the next scene. So let's see.
I want the weapon system back online and the shields operational. There's no telling what the Separatists have planned.
Chairman, what makes you so certain the Separatists are behind this attack?
Look around,
Good
Senator.
question.
Isn't this carnage proof enough?
I know, but there are no dead droids here. No blast marks. The clones' injuries were not consistent with what...
So, you're an expert on war now, are you, Senator?
No, Chairman. No, I only...
Let me tell you something, Senator. I have led our people since before you were born. I've seen 100 planets rise and fall through force of arms. If it's not the Separatists out there, then it's a malevolent and aggressive enemy nonetheless, and I will not let whoever it is jeopardize the security of the people of Pantora.
But if the Jedi discover that the Separatists aren't behind this, then perhaps there is a peaceful resolution.
Peace is alive. Chuchi.
Peace is alive! Fight and die
That's
for my
not-
people. It's time to ask yourself if you are brave enough to do the same.
Yeah.
I do not like him.
He's making a good point of like, you don't know war.
You don't know more. But he's also using
But
his
she's-
standing
I mean,
as a way to
yeah.
belittle her opinion.
I mean, yeah.
Which Chuchi has a valid point, the destruction in this base is not consistent with what you see the Separatists
that's what I
do,
was about to
especially
say.
since you
Yeah.
know clones are very good at dispatching droids. You would see droids, but since there are none, it's a valid
What is
question
there?
what actually attacked them. But he's insistent it's the Separatists, and
Yeah.
there's a very interesting divide. Some people are like, we really need this war to be over. It's hurting our people.
Yeah.
And then you have others who are probably thriving in it because he had that military knowledge, he's been able to have more
Kinda rise
influence.
up.
I mean, I don't know the backstory of the chairman. Tell me if I'm missing something about the chairman. But he's using it as a way to say, Senator, you don't know war like I do. You need to rely on me to show you what's going on. So, very different from the Jedi, who are very much like, I want to hear every side. He's very, my side
Yeah.
is right. Which is a dangerous character and person to be around. But, little bit of preamble for our next clip. They find the people that have actually done this attack, the Talls, and they are a native species to this planet. And Obi-Wan and Anakin met with them and arranged to have peaceful negotiations between the Pantorans and the Talls. So, the chairman's probably not going to like that, seeing how insistent he is that they should dispatch these enemies. But Obi-Wan's going to try and negotiate.
What did you find?
It seems we've stumbled onto an inhabited planet.
Oh, goodness.
Impossible. Our explorers have spent much time here over the long history of Pantora. No one lives here. They're
See,
trespassers.
very insistent on
With
what he
respect,
knows.
Joe, these creatures, the Talls, aren't advanced enough to master space travel. I think they may have been here longer
Wait a
than
second, is
Pandora.
that Rex?
Whoever they
Rex
are,
was
they belong
done
to us.
dirty.
Oh my gosh.
Your Majesty, if there are life forms here, then the Senate must decide jurisdiction.
They are savages. Look at what they've done.
Oh, wait,
They've
is he
slaughtered
like
your
the
troops.
leader?
Yeah, he's
They
the leader of
only want to
Pantora.
be left alone. The droids attacked them, and I'm afraid
Oh, I
our
didn't
outpost got
catch
caught in the
that.
middle.
They must be subdued. They're dangerous. Captain Rex, prepare your troops for battle.
We promised their chief there
Oh
would be no
my
retaliation.
Rex. Oh,
We've
Rex.
arranged a meeting
Oh,
between the
Rex.
High Council and you and the Senator. They want peace.
We can't send troopers. They'll think we lied. These creatures are little more than animals. You can't lie to an animal. They can't be trusted.
He's
But
treading
Majesty-
dangerous
It
waters.
is obvious these creatures are not covered by the Convention of Civilized Systems.
Oh,
The
wow.
Jedi Council has no say in the matter.
If the Jedi are able to communicate with them, their status is in doubt.
Do you stand against your chairman, Senator?
Of course not, Your Majesty.
If we are going to meet with High Senate and its council at the arranged time, we will
Oh,
have to leave
no.
now.
There was conflict.
Lots of conflict in that scene.
Oh my gosh, I just want to scream at him.
He's not a good leader. Not a good leader for Pantora. But he's doing a lot of things in that scene, namely putting himself above everyone.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of it that's right. He is the leader of Pantora, and because the Talls were not discovered and are not a part of the covering of civilized systems and peoples, they technically don't have any protection. But that doesn't mean that he can just send troops after them, because Obi-Wan and Anakin were able to communicate with them, even though it was through drawings, because they
Yeah.
don't speak the same language. But they pose no threat, but he's still insistent that they're the enemy.
Yeah.
And, in the Clone Wars, this unique situation doesn't really happen that much, where you discover there's other life forms on the planet. Well, actually, that does happen, but not to where you have someone challenging whether or not they're intelligent,
Yeah.
because intelligence
This
does
is-
come in different ways, especially in Star Wars.
A pretty unique situation, I would
Yeah.
say.
Yes, but they want you to think the Talls are the enemy, but I think the real enemy is the chairman, because he's insistent that just because they weren't recognized earlier means that now they're savages.
He's a bit greedy.
Bit greedy, and he probably doesn't want to acknowledge that someone else is holding some bit of Pantoran soil, in their system.
I always ask this one question. Would you want it to be flipped, and you're in the position of the talls.
Yeah, if the chairman was in the position of the talls, he would want this very powerful government not to hurt them.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
chairman's so blinded, he doesn't want that. Blinded by greed. But lots of things happen in between this and our next scene. They do meet with the talls, but as we can expect, the chairman messes everything up. They flee, but the talls have been angered, and now they're embroiled in a war. So we're diving right into the middle of a battle scene, so prepare yourselves. Yeah, they look mad. Oh gosh!
We've got to hold out!
Rex is always so good. He's fighting.
I know, even in that ugly outfit.
Yeah, even in that terrible outfit, Rex is doing this good. Oh gosh!
Get speared?
Did he just? Oh wow.
Wait, did he just die?
I don't think he's dead.
Rex. I love you.
Very intense. And
And
the chairman's getting payback. He's getting payback.
No. And he still said savages.
Yeah, but still, it's a violent Clone Wars scene. Haven't really seen anybody get speared to death before with a
Yeah.
legit spear.
That was interesting.
But now it's posing a very difficult decision because the chairman is down, so
Yeah.
he can't really do anything anymore. And the next leader would be Chuchi.
Yeah, but was Chuchi there?
Chuchi wasn't there. Chuchi and the Jedi are away. But now that they're on board, now it's up to Chuchi, and our next scene deals with that. So let's jump right in and see what she's going to do.
Senator, now that you have the authority, how do you plan on making
Yeah,
peace
because
with
the
the
chairman's
talls?
dead, so it's her.
Actually, Master Jedi, since you're far more experienced, I was hoping you could negotiate on Pantora's behalf.
That's not how it works, kid.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
She looks so small.
But I don't understand. The Jedi serve the Senate. I must order you to...
Senator, it is your people the Tals are at war with. If the violence is to stop, it is you who must represent your people.
True, Obi.
So this is
Now
like
she's
the
gotta
big,
go.
the big stepping up of Senator Chuchi.
Yeah.
She honestly can't be that old.
She
I don't think she's
kinda
a.
young.
She looks like a
She's
teenager.
definitely older than Ahsoka to be a senator. But I mean, Lux becomes a senator, and he's
Lux?
not that old
She
either.
looks like 16.
Lux is a...
She's probably. I don't know how
14.
Pantorans age, but she's pretty young, and this is a lot of responsibility. Not only is the chairman dying,
He's dead.
but she also has to now stop a war that the dying chairman started. So it's not even her problem, but she has to deal with it.
Yeah.
Although she was about to order the Jedi to do
Yeah.
what she wants. Anakin doesn't listen. Anakin would end up killing everybody. Remember
Yeah.
the Sand People?
They kind of
Obi-Wan
look like the same
And the
people.
children.
Oh no, flashbacks. But now it's her fight. It's her fight.
Yeah.
And obviously Chuchi doesn't think they're savages, but at this point they've killed people, so can you really show forgiveness? And
I mean, that's her choice to make now.
and her chairman's almost dead. So there's a lot of issues now with the people and with Pantora. But for our next scene, the chairman has died. So now it is Senator Chuchi, and she has to make peace with the Talls. So let's see if she can do it.
I'm so tired.
Droid, translate for me.
Yes, mistress.
Stab.
To die for one's people is a great sacrifice. To live for one's people, an even greater sacrifice.
Chung chala mopi chofi. Chung chali
is always
yubi
the
chofi.
translated.
I choose to
away.
live for my people. What do you choose?
Me chala cho.
Kill you.
What is that thing coming out?
He chooses to live as well.
We will leave Autoplutania under the watchful eyes of the Tals from this day forth and recognize your sovereignty as a free and equal people.
Yay! Peace. So they
Peace.
won peace. They won peace.
Yay!
And-
High five.
Woo!
High five.
And I like what she's saying. To die for one's people is a great sacrifice. To live for one's people, an even greater sacrifice. And so she's going to be the senator, or well, she was before, but she's continuing to be the senator. And now it kind of sets up Chuchi's arc. She really wants to help the people that are not getting recognition or recognized, and the Talls were not even a known people.
Yeah.
And so now they have someone to represent them, and they can govern the planet now. So she gave them what they wanted, and they've found peace.
I do have one question.
What?
Comment down below what you think. But what are those little things that come out of their mouth? Is it a tongue?
Maybe one day we'll learn.
Yeah.
But more. But another great episode. Yeah.
Thanks for watching! Please comment, turn on notifications, and hit the subscribe button to support the Threepios.
Also, thanks to our sponsor, Dave Filoni. We couldn't have done this without you.
Tune in for new episodes Wednesdays, and
May the force be with you!